start with, put the T-pieces into the sockets shown. Simply a case of put them into the slot and press into place nice and firmly. Carry this out now, the same thing with the foot plate, the footrest, sorry. Then the next set of T-pieces go into the seat assembly. And the final pair go into the backrest. Three of the four pieces have these screws fitted into them. So that's the bottom, the foot plate and the seat. Simply put the red on the end of the screw threading and screw it into place. Now we're just going to put some of the liquid red, the locking fluid, onto the end and screw that into place. Screw it all the way down till it stops. And then we do the same with the other side. And that's the base with the screws now fitted. Apply the locking fluid. And screw into place. Two screws, last two screws, again a bit more, but this time instead of screwing it into the plastic, you screw one of the caps into place and you do that, and then you do the same with the other one. And these make the screws for the backrest. So the next thing we need to do is to create the mount. We do that by putting that into there, putting a little bit of washing up liquid in here, just spread it round onto here and then press, and we push it all the way down. Do that, use the other piece, that will allow you to press it into place. And we do that to both pieces. Take onto the longer end, place one of the plastic sleeves, put that into place through here and line it up. Then do the same with this piece. After you've put the second plastic sleeve into place, you can then fit this piece line the holes up and squash them together. Then we just rotate this so the holes line up. So we've now got this longer piece of metal to the outside, the shorter, there's nothing showing here. We then take the bolts, we go from the outside, we put a washer on, line it up roughly, put it through, line up behind so that we can see it, press it through, and a washer and a nut onto the rear. And then we do the same with the top bolt, the washer onto it, through the hole, through here, so it's coming through the other side, another washer and a nut. So what we've got is the middle piece, then the sliders, then the rubbers, and at this point we can just do the nuts up, not over tight, just tight enough so that a couple of threads show through, just like that. And we do that obviously with the lower one, and we carry that out on both sides. So always the nuts go to the inside, the bolts to the outside. Okay, the next piece is the armrest to go into place. This again, outside out, so we can see there's the metal shaft coming through. The wider end of the armrest goes down towards here, the thinner end towards the back. Quite simply, it goes into place and bolts through into the metal captive nuts. So it's easier to do this by hand and just line it up and screw the hole, screw the nut into the hole. And at the same time we do this, we only do these up lightly, and we can do the same with the side support. And then on the back end, you will see you can line it up far easier if it's all loose, and then start to do it up properly. Then the final screw. And that obviously you do for both sides of the unit. So there we now have the side rest solidly attached. So again, this just bolts onto here, line the holes, just do them loosely, makes it far easier. that's both armrests now fitted. First thing you need to do is we've got the guides which just fit into place just like that. It's just to align you, help you align everything up. Then peel off the self-adhesive backing. Simply line it up, press it down into place, and that all lines it up. Then we can take these out simply just by pressing, and that removes them, and that's the lining into place. Make sure that when you're putting it into place, the T-pieces are in position and the glue actually locks them, so they are now, they can't fall out. Thank you. So next is the seat. Put the alignment tools into place. Take your piece of the seat and peel the backing off. Ensure you've got the pegs round the right way, so you've got this will glue and stop it ever falling out. Take the piece, line it up and apply. Once you've pushed it into place, then you can take the pegs out. Again, alignment tools, one in the top corner, one in the bottom corner. Take your foam, ensure the piece is the right way round. Take your foam, peel it off. Align, press down, and take the alignment tools out. And that's the final piece made. The last thing is just to put the foam onto the sides here. Take the side armrest, alignment tool, slot it into position. Take the foam, peel it off. And again, using this, you just slide it into position, press it down, and this just comes straight off. And finally, you have one bolt here, and we just take this piece, peel it off, and that simply goes across there like that, so you haven't, acts as a hip rest. And that's it, and you just do that to both units. Ready? Take and fit the alignment tool into position, slot it into place, take the foam, strip the backing off the foam, just use this as the guide, put it into position, press down and off. At this point then you can turn it round and screw on the inside here, take the foam off of here, and this makes the final hip rest.